Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Sip. Today we are doing another Your Hometown crossover. We are talking about Ridgeland. We are here right at the Renaissance of Colony Park in the courtyard. It's a beautiful morning and some people have already been out here exercising early this morning. So you can tell that this is an active community, and it's part of the things we're going to highlight this morning on the show. We're going to tell you about a place you can go and take some pictures, maybe hang out, get some flowers, and also where you can exercise. So stay with us this morning. And guys, I want to know, I know you're looking at me with this jacket on right now, but it feels pretty good out here still. What time is the best time to exercise?
Ooh, maybe 6 a.m.
Yeah, I would say right now or maybe late in the evening. Just kind of depends on, you know, if you're a morning person, if you're not, go in the evening. It's just so hot though.
It happened in the foster care system during the pandemic.
We did see a lot of kids coming in custody and then leaving. And now the state is trying to transition them out of custody altogether.
What do we need to know about resources we have here at home in Ridgeland?
So in Ridgeland, we are Apelah Foster Care, of course, and we are a therapeutic foster care agency. And what we do is we accept kids that are in the state, in the custody of the state, and we place them in our foster homes. We license parents to be foster parents. So we do it both, and then we take those kids that we receive referrals on and place them in our homes. And they also have to have a behavioral or medical diagnosis.
So, I mean, to break it down just a little bit more for the folks at home, when you think about placing someone somewhere or trying to help them find a family, what's the whole process?
Okay, so we, in order to become a therapeutic licensed foster parent, you have to be at least 21 years of age, live in the state of Mississippi. You have to either be married or single. You must complete 40 hours of pre-service training, and you must complete the home study. So what that kind of looks like is you'll come to me. I'm one of the recruiter trainers here at Apelah. You'll come to me. We'll go through training for a week. I'll try to get to know you. You'll try to get to know me. And I'll kind of dive and kind of get in your business a little bit, but that's to complete that home study process. And what we do is we ask questions. We ask you what type of child you're interested in, how you feel about fostering versus fostering to adopt. And we just kind of collect all the information and put it into your home study. So and once we do that, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You paused, so I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Okay, so once we complete that process, it takes we have about 90 days to complete that process. Once we do that, we call our parents and say, hey, we have a kiddo that might be in your age range. Do you think you might be interested in this child?
Who do you want to hear this interview right now? Who do you need to really step up and be a foster parent?
So we really want to reach out to those individuals who are passionate about loving kids, who want to make a difference, but at the same time, be the difference in a child's life. I always say when I'm training that this is a calling. You have to be called to do this type of work. It's not for the weak at all. So anyone who's interested in just being that change, making a difference in a child's life, I would just encourage them to just reach out to us.
And we also have an open house September the 7th here at our Ridgeland office, 304 Highland Park Cove in Ridgeland from 5 to 7 p.m.
So when we were driving around Ridgeland trying to find things that we could show you that you may have never seen before in Ridgeland, I noticed something that has been in front of my face the entire time and maybe in front of your face, and you never just took the time to look and see what it was. Check it out. The next time you're at this stoplight on East Frontage Road in Ridgeland, take a look to your left.
The flowers are always so pretty every year. This is one of our better years.
Diane Tingle says the Ridgeland Wildflower Park has been one of her favorite things to enjoy in the city.
It's just so calming. Like during the day, I'll get out and walk at the flowers, and if I'm having a bad day, they make my day better.
And people who work near the park say crews have done a good job to keep it maintained.
It's nice. They do a good job keeping it up, and it's a lot better than it was last year, so they've done a lot of improvements to it.
The paths have all kind of features to them. We have statues all the way through it. We have people every day that come out and they pick flowers, and the children pick flowers. They like walking the paths.
You're able to pick no more than a dozen flowers to take with you and enjoy this park 24/7. But remember to stay on the path, and digging up plants is not allowed. In Ridgeland, Kayla Thompson, 12 News. All right, good morning and welcome back to the Morning Sip. We found so many picture-perfect places here in Ridgeland, but we're going to talk about places where you can still get your exercise on, because I told you we've seen some folks doing that early this morning, and right now seems to be the perfect time to get a little breeze going this morning. But again, bike trails, they've got wildflower parks, they've got a lot of different things, and also foster care programs and facilities that you can use to get resources and to actually find a forever home for someone. So it's going to be an amazing day here in Ridgeland. We are just showing you a little piece, and of course, Walt and Ken have a whole lot more for you tonight at 4, 5, and 6. But guys, I wish we could show you the sunrise right now, but we can't because it's just too bright. But just look at the glow on the side of me. How are y'all feeling this morning?
That's okay, because Jake has the sunrise right behind him. There you go.
We got the res cam up, and it looks really nice.
Let's see, you can make movies here because it's so beautiful, and also there's a theater behind us, but also you can make quilts, which is often becoming a lost art, but not here in Ridgeland. Cotton Blossom Fabric Shoppe in Ridgeland is making sure quilting does not become a lost art.
Well, you know, it has been an old art that our grandmothers and great-grandmothers practiced, but in the last couple of decades, it has made a huge resurgence, and it's over $1 billion industry in the United States today.
And Kathy Kelly is working to pass on the lessons she learned from her grandmother to others.
My grandmother had a store where she sold fabric, and that's where I grew to love it. And I learned to sew on her old treadle sewing machine.
The Cotton Blossom offers classes throughout the week for all skill levels.
We have ladies in their 80s and 90s who buy huge electronic computerized sewing machines and make beautiful things every day.
And it's the #1 dealer of fabric and sewing machines in the central Mississippi area.
We really built kind of a community here in Ridgeland where people come from as far away as Vicksburg and Meridian and Hattiesburg to come to classes here because they have friends here and they love to sew together and they love to learn together. So we really feel like this is a community as much as a store.
Now they invite you to join their community. And keeping with the theme of making things, I want you to make plans to join the Mountain Bike Association because they have a really cool trail that you can check out, also in Ridgeland.
Mountain biking is a stress reliever. I mean, you get to forget about your day. You get to forget about, you know, things you have to do, grocery shopping and things like that for just a little bit.
You may have known that there's a mountain bike association in our area, but you probably didn't know that Ridgeland Trails existed and that it's been around for years.
There's a lot of people before me that helped build this community and build these trails. This started probably 20 years ago, getting a group together just to be able to maintain land and build trails and have this type of community.
And they encourage you to join in.
A lot of young members, we have a lot of old members, we have people out here that are riding in their 80s. They're just like the people you work with.
There are different loops for bikers of all levels, a cave to hang out in when you're tired, and ways for you to improve your skills.
Learning how to maybe make it around a turn properly with your pedals and your handling and all that to sending that, 15, 16 foot drop at the cave. So it's really a neat place.
But it's not just for bikers. You can hike on the trails as well. Just make sure you follow the rules listed. You can also get a membership or a 2-day pass, which helps with maintenance.
A portion of those funds, it pays for our insurance here. It also pays for people to do work on these trails. All these trails are volunteer built, 100%. So it's volunteer people that ride here that pay for these trails.
The trails are open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and members say you can expect events like the McGee Lungbuster to get better and better every year. In Ridgeland, Kayla Thompson, 12 News. All right, thank you for watching The Morning Sip, your hometown crossover. We hope you enjoyed the show. Let us know if you're going to check out some of these places in Ridgeland, and don't forget at 4, 5, and 6 to watch Walt and Ken do their thing here in Ridgeland. Until next time, we'll see you. Have a great weekend.